up, Taiwan? I'm Liao with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan is partially reopening its borders to Chinese tourism, easing COVID-era travel restrictions specifically targeting Chinese visitors. The plan takes effect September 1st, but it comes with some caveats. Only Chinese nationals traveling from countries other than China can apply to visit. Taiwan's agency that governs China issues says it will only allow 2,000 Chinese nationals to enter the country each day. In 2019, China stopped issuing permits to its citizens for independent travel to Taiwan. Taiwan's cabinet is set to meet next month to decide on a minimum wage hike. Labor groups are calling on the government to increase salaries significantly. Bing Wang has more.
Salaries for minimum wage jobs like these are expected to rise again in 2024. Labor groups are calling for a 4.55% increase in minimum wage next year, the same hike from 2022 to 2023, that will give minimum wage earners the equivalent of $40 more a month, raising pay from $830 to $870. Taiwan's cabinet is expected to make a decision in early September. Around 2.5 million workers will be affected.
至少要比照军公教至少要4%，我们的薪资中位数大约42000，乘以2/3的话，那在台湾来讲，只要工资低于27600的话，就是低薪族。
Since President Tsai Ing-wen took office in 2016, the minimum wage, which was set at $660 then, has increased every year with an average jump of 4.05%. Tsai campaigned to get it to about $940 by the end of her term, but as presidential elections are set for next January, that's unlikely to happen. Economists say the expected increase in consumer price index must be considered.
但至于说2%以上可以多少，那就要看劳方公众，所以不能超过2%，劳方不会接受的。
Last year, the average real wage dropped due to the soaring cost of living, which means that price increases exceeded pay raises. But government statistics show that inflation has slowed down this year. Minimum wage workers are hoping with the salary increase, they can continue to afford to live in Taiwan. Patrick Chen and Bing Wang for TaiwanPlus.
A garden in a northeastern Taipei neighborhood is helping the community grow together. And locals hope it could inspire future green rooftops. Bryn Thomas digs in.
Travel north on Taipei Metro's Brown Line and you'll find a green island in a concrete jungle. It's a place where local shopkeepers, office workers, and clerks become gardeners and farmers. This urban oasis sits atop Donghu Public Library. It's a project that could plant seeds for real change.
这是我们辛苦种的丝瓜哦，可以采收了。
这个是皇宫菜哈，不到1个礼拜哦，长得好多。
采这个开心吗？
当然开心啊！你看上个礼拜来才剪的，这个礼拜来它又给你长得头好壮壮。
This rooftop garden is among the largest in Taiwan. It's providing people in the area with fresh-grown produce and something to do, but there are other benefits too.
例如顶好处啊，可以绿美化呀，可以节能减碳呐，这样子，嘿，可以净化空气呀，等等的。
Green spaces in cities play an important role in reducing the heat island effect. Taipei is a basin, is very humid, and its population is highly reliant on air-conditioned. Combined with a closely packed, dense cityscape, the result is a hot, muggy summer. The plants here provide shade and insulation that lowers temperatures.
可以降低室内的温度。那其实植物透过光合作用和蒸散作用，除了可以降热以外，那在强降雨的时候呢，也可以延缓这个积淹水的风险。
Still, managing heat means getting a few things right. For example, 10-centimeter deep soil insulates a building against heat, but 30-centimeter deep soil can store it, increasing the strain on AC units. This means would-be gardeners need to know their plants.
种的品种会因为这个每一种植栽它的土壤的需求高度不一样。假设我们种蔬菜可能15公分、20公分就够了，但是我们假如种玉米的话，可能要30公分以上，不然它的很容易倒伏。
And then there's the issue of water. Add too much, and your neighbors could be flowing upstairs and pouring out their complaints. That's where Vitec comes in.
田园绿屋顶最让人家头痛的就是浇水的问题。那我们这个田园绿屋顶很高兴，我们就设计的叫做这个智慧云端喷灌系统。那这个整个系统可以透过手机就可以控制远端的控制。
The process of urban gardening requires a lot of planning, but when it's done right, its effects are significant. It can drop temperatures by multiple degrees, which helps lower power bills. This gives the added benefit of reducing reliance on non-renewable energy sources.
我们这里有学员曾经量过，我们这边跟楼下的温度差了3度，真的是差了3度左右啊。楼上因为我们大概85%的面积都种菜了。
Although this project is small, researchers say scaling it up could have a huge impact. Taipei alone covers just over 270 square kilometers and has a population of about 2.5 million people. From space, it looks like a blanket of gray, empty rooftops. But for the gardeners at Danghu Public Library, that's a whole lot of potential. And big things can grow from the smallest seeds. Howard Chang and Bryn Thomas for TaiwanPlus.
It turns out seaweed isn't just a tasty snack. Researchers at a Taiwanese university have found there's a particular species that's also effective at fighting climate change. Sally Inson has the story.
You've probably seen it alongside your sushi, and in many cultures, edible seaweed is a popular dish. But here at National Sun Yat-sen University in southern Taiwan, researchers have found this species has another, even more exciting purpose: mitigating global heating.
平均大概是每1公顷，每1年可以到30吨的二氧化碳，大约是大安森林公园的2倍左右。
Da'an Forest Park, sometimes called Taipei's green lung, can capture 15 tons of carbon dioxide per hectare per year, only half of what this seaweed can. As Taiwan has a goal of net zero carbon emissions by 2050, the country is looking for ways to reduce the concentration of the planet-heating gas in the atmosphere. And in other countries like the US, the humble seaweed's carbon-absorbing powers have already been deployed.
It's no fresh water, no fertilizer, no feed, make it the most sustainable food on the planet. But at the same time, our crops soak up carbon, nitrogen, rebuild reef systems. So they really become engines of restoration as we're farming and trying to make a living.
Similarly, in Japan, scientists and fisheries workers are already teaming up to use seaweed to absorb harmful carbon dioxide emissions and turn them into useful organic matter.
ただ昆布を養殖するっていうだけじゃなくて、温暖化対策、生態系の保全という観点で昆布の養殖のプロジェクトをもうそうですね、7年ぐらいやってます。
Taiwan is one of Asia's biggest per capita emitters of carbon dioxide, and the researchers at Sun Yat-sen University hope the findings from their research will also allow them to scale up their work.
透过这样的研究，可以让海藻能够被大量实地的养殖，然后做更有效率的以及更稳定的吸碳的这样子的工作与作业。
Taking this planet-friendly seaweed from the backyard bathtub to the big blue. Joseph Wu and Sally Jensen for TaiwanPlus.
Forestry officials in eastern Taiwan have rescued a rare Formosan black bear caught in a trap. The adult male bear was found up in a tree in Taitung County with a rope trap around its left front paw. Officials have taken the bear to be treated and will release it back into the wild after it's recovered. Animal protection officials have been working to protect the bears, offering cash rewards for people who report trapped animals. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with images of a rare albino puma cub at a zoo in Nicaragua. I'm Liao. Take care and see you next time.